It started like any other night. The house was quiet, the air was cool, and I had just turned off the lights when I felt a presence near my bed. At first, I thought I was imagining things, but then I heard a deep sigh, followed by a low grumble. I turned to see Bruno, my dog, staring at me with an expression I could only describe as exasperation. His big brown eyes practically pierced through the darkness, and his tail gave a slow, deliberate wag, just enough to let me know he was awake but definitely not in a playful mood. "What?" I muttered, half asleep. Another sigh. Then, "You never listen to me." My entire body froze. I sat up so fast that my blanket slid off me and tumbled to the floor. "Did you just?" "Yes, I just talked," Bruno said, hopping onto the bed as if this were an everyday occurrence. "And I'm only doing this because, frankly, we need to have a serious conversation." My mouth opened and closed like a fish, gasping for air. I rubbed my eyes, pinched my arm, and even slapped my cheek, hard. "Nope. I wasn't dreaming." Bruno stretched out, yawning dramatically, before settling into a sitting position. "First of all, I love you, but you have got to stop calling my name when I'm clearly ignoring you." I blinked. "Excuse me?" "You heard me." His ears perked up. "Do you know how many times you call me in a day?" "Bruno, come here." "Bruno, stop that." "Bruno, drop it." "I hear you." "I just choose to pretend I don't." I gasped. "Wait, you've been ignoring me on purpose?" Bruno tilted his head. "Obviously. I'm a dog, not a servant. You should be grateful I even acknowledge you at all." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. All those times I thought he was just too distracted to respond, he was choosing to ignore me? Before I could argue, he continued. "Secondly, let's talk about my food. Look, I get it. You're trying to keep me healthy. But some of those experiments you put in my bowl? Horrendous. Disgusting. A crime against dog kind." I frowned. "Bruno, I literally give you high-quality dog food. Sometimes I even mix in chicken." Bruno smirked. "Yes, chicken. The only redeeming thing about my meals. But then, suddenly, you decide to throw in some weird vegetables? Carrots? Really? Am I a rabbit?" I sighed. "Dogs can eat carrots, Bruno. It's good for you." "Okay, but did you ever ask if I wanted them?" He scoffed. "No. You just assume. You don't see me sneaking grass into your dinner, do you?" I stared at him, completely at a loss for words. Bruno stood up, stretched again, and trotted in circles, before settling back down. "Now, let's discuss walks." I groaned. "What about walks?" "Oh, I don't know," Bruno said sarcastically. "Maybe the fact that you always decide to take me out at the most inconvenient times? Like, I'm in the middle of an